2021 has been eventful so far, and January isn't even over yet. When Twitter purged individuals and conversations on its platform, we thought it wouldn't happen to us. When Facebook, Twitter, Google, Apple, and Amazon collaborated to jointly take down a conservative platform, we felt lucky that we weren't shut down. When Facebook owned WhatsApp, announced a new privacy policy that forces users to share data it collects with Facebook, or else lose access to their accounts, we finally woke up. We realized we're at the mercy of digital totalitarian forces that want to control us. If you think what's happening now is disheartening, I must tell you that the worst has yet to come. When 5G officially arrives, we'll be living under digital surveillance 24/7 and completely lose control of our privacy. Ultimately, we'll be totally censored. Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Lei. Welcome to Lei's Real Talk. The WhatsApp policy change basically forces users to share data that the app collects with the bigger Facebook network, including Instagram and Messenger, regardless of whether the users have accounts or profiles there. After Facebook collects user data from its various platforms and consolidates it all, Facebook will have this gigantic amount of information about you and your life. You're basically giving your privacy and your life away to them. And depending on what they do with the data, you could become vulnerable. Decades ago, nations fought over the control of oil because oil was a strategic resource. Now it's not oil, it's data. Totalitarian regimes and big tech companies are collecting data to create a digital world that they can control. The foundation of this digital world is data. The data about what we do, who we interact with, what we like, what we buy, what we eat, when we eat, even our thoughts, our feelings, and so on. With the help of artificial intelligence and a fast internet, they can manipulate people and control society through technology. People say 5G is great because it will make everything so much faster and easier. But have you realized that with 5G, our privacy is completely at risk? In the 5G world, everything is connected to the internet. Everything you use, everything you touch, it's all connected to the internet. And this information about you is constantly being collected and analyzed. In the 4G world, you can opt out. You opt out by not using a smartphone or not using certain apps. In the 5G world, you can't opt out since everything is integrated. The apps and network are integrated, and artificial intelligence and face recognition technology are built in. For example, in the 5G world, when you go to a restaurant, you don't need to say who you are. The camera there automatically recognizes you. It will immediately tell you what you ordered last time, and may even tell you that one of your friends is eating in the restaurant. You may say, hey, that sounds pretty cool. But the reality is, you have submitted your entire life digitally to the internet. A gigantic amount of data is collected about you. The question we should be concerned about is, who's controlling this data? And what are they doing with it? This is already happening in China. China is leading the world in rolling out a 5G network. Everybody should know what China is doing with 5G so we can prevent the problem from happening here in America. By the way, my next video will take a deeper look at the risk of 5G. Stay tuned and make sure you subscribe. It will come out next Tuesday. China will have 560 million surveillance cameras installed by the end of 2021. The world's most populous country will have one camera for every 2 people. You can't go anywhere without being surveilled. These surveillance cameras use facial recognition technology to monitor people's whereabouts and collect data. This data is combined with the data collected from WeChat, the official Chinese social media platform. Let me tell you about WeChat. Some people call it the Do Everything app, but others call it spyware. It's so integrated into Chinese people's life that they can't live without it. Chinese don't have to carry a key or a wallet. All they need is a device that has WeChat. Not only can they call, chat, and share videos and pictures with each other through WeChat, they can also get news, order food, exchange foreign currencies, pay bills, order a car service, and make a doctor's appointment, all through WeChat. Think of it this way. WeChat is like a giant digital platform that combines Facebook, Twitter, Amazon, Uber, and PayPal all into one. It literally does everything for you. This is not a platform created for convenience. It's a platform created for surveillance and control. Remember the story about Li Wenliang, the Chinese doctor in Wuhan, who broke the news about the coronavirus? His private chat with friends on WeChat was caught by the Communist government censor. City public security personnel interrogated him later. He eventually died from the virus after contracting it from his patients. And don't think this is just in China. We're actually not very far from it. The big tech companies are learning fast from Communist China. When Mark Zuckerberg visited China 5 years ago, of all the things he could do in Beijing, he chose to go jogging under a cloud of toxic smog in Beijing. His activity became such good PR for the regime. He has even read Xi Jinping's latest book and recommended it to his employees. If we don't do something, America, the land of free, will eventually become just like Communist China. That's why I started this channel. I grew up in China and I can see the signs. I feel it's so important to let people know what's really happening here. If you like my effort, please share my program with one friend today, and I really appreciate it. We should feel fortunate here that we're not quite in the 5G world yet. After WhatsApp's new privacy policy came out, people started leaving the platform en masse. The grand exodus gave WhatsApp's rival, Telegram, a 500% increase in new users. Signal, an encrypted message app, had 1.3 million downloads in one day and has reached 50 million total users. These numbers clearly show that people are taking action to protect themselves. Facebook and Twitter lost a combined market value of $51 billion within 2 days after banning Donald Trump. Within 1 week, Twitter's stock fell 15%. When you lose the trust of consumers, you don't really have a market. So that's all for today. Please like and share my video with your family and friends, and thank you for watching.